This is San Diego's news source, 10 News.
Drunken debauchery by U.S. naval officers. For the very first time, we have details of a drunken port call by a San Diego-based ship. The incident led to 4 senior officers being fired. Good evening, I'm Virginia Cha.
And I'm Chris Murphy. Thanks for being with us. 10 News reporter Michael Chen joins us now with several details that made the report's findings so disturbing. Michael?
Well, typically a mistake is made on board a ship and the captain takes responsibility. In this case, it was the captain himself and other high-ranking officers who broke the rules, turning a diplomatic mission into a frat party.
This is the frigate Vandegrift leaving San Diego in May for a deployment. Months later, Commanding Officer Joseph Darlak and 3 other officers would be relieved of duty.
Shocking.
That's the reaction of retired Rear Admiral Len Herring amid the release of the official report on the ship's 3-day drunken port call in Vladivostok, Russia back in September. Released through an open records request by the Navy Times, the report says within hours of arriving, Darlak and 3 officers were pounding beer and vodka with Russian officers before heading to a strip club to meet many of the crew already there. The report details a wild night, including a fight at the club, officers too drunk to move, one officer who was crying and incoherent, another who blacked out. The report says the officers broke rules for excess drinking and broke buddy rules requiring sober sailors to accompany drinking sailors.
Those individuals who are directly responsible for the implementation of good order and discipline were in fact the violators of the rules.
The report cites more ignored rules the next day as a ship reception was winding down. Darlak apparently told the crew, keep drinking. What followed, another alcohol-fueled night, hours before the ship was set to leave. According to the report, the navigator downed 10 drinks in front of his bosses. Herring says besides the clear safety issue, the officers failed in their role as ambassadors, representing the U.S.
The one thing that we do not want to portray to those foreigners is that we are the epitome of the drunken sailor.
And we should mention the navigator did not steer the ship that morning. He was replaced. Meanwhile, the Vandegrift returned from its deployment with 4 new officers last month. Michael Chen, 10 News.